All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. We are playing Zayne's Eternal Attachment 5-star memory card. So we're gonna go. I didn't expect to see that. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god. Okay. Let's hurry up and get into it because oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, and like I said before in my last video, if you're not following me on TikTok, be sure to follow my TikTok account. Yesterday we had a big birthday celebration for Zayne and it was fun. It was so much love. We did a lot of Zayne content. We even had a little fashion show with all of some of the fandoms, or was able to get people's hunter IDs. We were all doing like a follow spree and just seeing everyone's profiles and photos. It was a fun time. We had a really good time. So if you're into that kind of stuff, be sure to follow my TikTok so you don't miss out. All right, without further ado, let's get to it. As we're about to leave, messages are sent back and forth in a group named Party Planners Pro. My phone is buzzing every second. I've met with Dr. Riley and Yvonne. We'll arrive at Zayne's place in about an hour. We've got the cake and confetti both in the car. The villa is halfway up the hill. You guys go in first and I'll keep him occupied before everything is ready. Make sure the gifts are hidden well. Don't let him notice them. Atomic, what surprise gifts did you prepare? Care to spill the beans? My idea for a gift was inspired by a story Zayne shared recently about his childhood. The blessings given to you by the first stranger you meet on your birthday will supposedly come true. This is what Zayne's parents told him when he was a kid. Just as I'm about to type, it shouldn't be coincidental, my attention is drawn to a sudden noise coming from the bedroom next door. A keyboard? He injured his wrist, yet he's still typing away like that? Sorry. My light glitched and I got flustered for a second. I open the bedroom door and see Zayne sitting in the front of his desk. His slender fingers swiftly dance across the keyboard, producing a constant click-clack sound. Ahem. When he looks up and sees me, his body suddenly freezes. His hands dance on the keyboard, slowly rise and collapse together. Then they rest against his chest.
Could you turn on your microphone, please? Let's do this via voice call.
Oh, sure, Dr. Zayne. No problem.
Glancing at me with a guilt-ridden expression, Zayne flexes his wrist that has a medicated patch on it. Oh my god. Such a hard worker. I point to his hand, then I make a knife with my fingers and draw it across my throat just to show him how angry I am. MC so dramatic, but no, for real, because Zayne, what are you doing? It's your birthday, come on, bro. Zayne touches his neck.
I see where the issue is. Thank you, Dr. Zayne.
Send me the revised plan the day after tomorrow. Goodbye.
He's like, listen, I'm not trying to get yelled at. Zayne turns off his microphone and carefully places the reports in a drawer. Then he looks in the direction of the door as I stand there with my arms crossed.
We're heading to the villa this afternoon, right?
Wrist injuries can be caused by repetitive activities that strain the tendons. If the patient doesn't get enough rest, his wrist will be injured again. Zayne rises from his seat and walks up to me. Then he taps my arm with his index finger.
I don't have anything better to do when I'm alone in this room.
I take this chance to grab his index finger. In that case, get ready for a surprise.
Will it actually be a surprise?
If you don't like it, I'll improve it next year. I'll improve it next year. Grayson picks me and Zayne up as planned. Together we head to the mountain villa that was booked beforehand. As we approach our destination, the sky slowly darkens. Everyone's enjoying some casual chatter inside the car. I almost can't believe it's happening around this. I can't believe it's happening around this time last year. We were all still pulling all-nighters in the operating room. It wasn't just last year. The same could be said for the year before. Well, this year is an exception with a long summer and a warm autumn. The icebergs in the polar regions might start melting. Zayne and I sit in the back seat. We observe the scenery outside as it quickly passes us. He's so handsome.
Are they hinting at something?
That you work too damn much. Like, come on. I don't know. I guess it's global warming. Oh, suddenly a warm palm gently envelopes my hand that's resting on the seat. I glance at Zayne, but he's watching the scenery outside the window. It's dim inside the car. Only the occasional street light casts fleeting shadows over our intertwined fingers and the backs of our hands.
All right, we're here. You guys go on ahead. I'll park the car.
I was about to read for him. So why? Okay. What? Okay.
By the way, Dr. Zayne, Dr. Riley asked me to tell you.
Grayson turns around and unexpectedly sees Zayne's hands in my hands in the middle of the back seat. I feel the urge to pull my hand back, but Zayne remains composed. His palm doesn't move.
Why did you stop talking? Are you looking at something?
Grayson's like, look at these lovebirds.
It's nothing. But isn't it crazy how hot the weather is this autumn? It feels even stuffier in here. Let's go somewhere else first.
Grayson feeling some type of way. Grayson hurries Yvonne out the car, so Zayne and I are the only ones left. Opening the car door, I realize Zayne still hasn't let go of my hand. I turn my head and our gazes meet. There's a hint of mirth in his eyes. The villa we booked is located halfway up the hill. The others have left already. Vanishing in the blink of an eye, Zayne and I park the car. Following the woodland path, we walk side by side. Light guides us to our destination. This place is so nice. It must be pretty during the day as well.
I haven't even asked anything yet. Is someone already spoiling tomorrow's plans?
At the end of the path lies a neatly trimmed field that stretches out before the villa. I purposely slow my steps so that Zayne can open the door. Smart girl. Why aren't you opening the door?
I have a feeling the moment I do, a surprise will rush towards me.
He knows. He knows. As Zayne pushes the door open, confetti descends and colorful paper strips fly through the air. Everything is going according to our plan.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dr.
birthday,
Zayne.
Dr.
Happy birthday,
Zayne.
Dr.
Surrounding
Zayne.
Zayne and me, everyone gathers in the center of the living room. A cake adorned with candles is brought over on the cart. And amidst the bustling commotion, someone places a birthday crown into my hand. I quietly place it on Zayne's head from behind.
Thank you, everyone. I genuinely didn't expect a surprise like this.
Zayne steadies the teetering crown and turns to look at me.
Who came up with this?
If you're not happy with the surprise, then we can say everything was all her idea. Go ahead. You can blame her if you want.
Okay, but we all prepared this cake. Also, Dr. Riley suggested the villa. Grayson was our designated driver. Yvonne took charge of the confetti, and I planned out everything. If we're really going to play the blame game, then none of us can go scot-free.
Anyway, sharing is caring, and we have a delicious cake to share. Dr. Zayne, it's time to make a wish.
This is the day before his birthday, so it only counts as a teaser. Wishes should be saved for the actual day so they can come true, right?
Speaking of wishes coming true, I do have some experience in that. I once made a wish on an ordinary night, and that wish has since been fulfilled.
His gaze, gleaming with delight, lingers on my face for a moment before he looks out at the cake.
Being too greedy might bring about unforeseen consequences. I'll hold on to my wish for now.
Accompanied by our cheers, Zayne begins to cut the cake. Everyone else claps and sings happy birthday for him. It's a simple song, but we sing it in a dreadfully disjointed manner. Fortunately, Zayne is an experienced surgeon. He managed to cut the cake perfectly while suppressing the urge to laugh.
I've been meaning to ask, Zayne. Have you two known each other for a long time?
Our families are old acquaintances. We've known each other since we were children, so...
I see. I always thought you two became acquainted after you became her primary care physician.
Although we knew each other back then, the time we actually spent together during our childhood was very short.
He glances at me, the corners of his lips subtly curling up.
When we met for the first time as children, she seemed afraid of me.
How come?
You'll have to ask the person herself.
I meet Zayne's gaze. I did? Maybe it's because I rarely heard you talk. I thought you didn't like me. Everyone looks at Zayne, and he pushes up his glasses.
And now?
Huh?
Do you still think I'm the same person I was back then?
Is this his revenge? Now, I take another bite of my cake slice, enjoying the icing as it melts in my mouth. It's to be determined. A hand moves down, reaching out to me. The moment our hands touch, he grips mine tightly.
I suppose we still need to develop a deeper understanding of each other.
On the table is a pile of gifts for Zayne. The lively birthday party continues until midnight, and eventually everyone bids each other a good night, making their way to their rooms. Zayne's room is on the 3rd floor. I carefully push open the door, holding the little cake I baked. Standing on the balcony, Zayne is bathed in moonlight. He's captivated by the moon's shimmering reflection on the distant lake surface. Are you tired? He gestures for me to come closer, and we sit down on the balcony's chairs. I put the cake on a small round table next to us.
I should be the one asking that. You've been busy all day. Aren't you tired? To be exact, haven't you been busy for more than a day?
I don't feel tired at all. I'm just really happy. Everyone is also glad they could express their admiration for Dr. Zayne. Resting his chin on one hand, Zayne gazes at me, smiling.
So you went through all this trouble to ensure I receive more blessings.
I'll admit, I was worried you'd be overwhelmed with so many people celebrating your birthday. But the idea of you surrounded by genuine love and care on your birthday was too good to pass up. Aw. I look at him as the moonlight casts a tender glow on his face.
It took me some time to adjust, but it wasn't long until I found myself slightly reluctant to let the night end.
But if the night doesn't end, we won't be able to celebrate your actual birthday. Smiling, Zayne pinches my cheek.
You've raised my expectations once again.
Does that mean your appetite has been whetted too? I push the little cake toward him.
My appetite is perfect for handling anything from you.
Aww.
I was about to record a video to send to my parents. Could you help me? Make sure to include the cake.
That is so cute. What? Zayne's parents are members of the Doctors Worldwide. They're always in the midst of perilous locations and hardly have time for video calls. He mentioned he'd send a video to them every year on his birthday, and it's his way of reassuring his parents that their son is okay. I tap the record button on my phone. Zayne looks at the camera, a slight smile on his lips. Aww.
Dad, Mom, it's been a while. I'm doing well. This year has been kinder to me than previous ones. It's because I'm not celebrating my birthday alone. Thanks to you and the people around me, I didn't forget that September 5th is my birthday. I wish you all the best. I'll make sure myself and those close to me stay in good health.
That's it?
Yes, you can stop it now.
That was so cute. I end the recording. Oh, the video has me talking in it. I'll edit that part out for you.
There's no need to trouble yourself with that. Just send it. They already know you.
Right. I send over the unedited video while Zayne begins to savor the small cake.
This is nice.
Are you talking about the cake I made?
The cake is nice. The scenery is nice. And the person sitting across from me is nice. Everything is wonderful.
In the distance, the moonlight covers the lake in its soft light. After finishing the cake, Zayne reveals a content expression. Then we stand next to each other in front of the balcony railing. Occasionally, a sweet floral fragrance drifts through the air, though I can't tell what it is. You only said a few words to them, but deep down, you think about your parents a lot, right?
Nothing more needs to be said. Knowing they're doing well is enough for me.
I remember that in my childhood, whenever someone praised Zayne, his parents would say their only wish is for Zayne to be healthy. While he doesn't say it, I believe Zayne still longs for his parents to be around on his birthday in his heart. Wanted to cheer him up, I purposely let out a long sigh.
What is it?
I was thinking that it was a good thing you moved away when you were little. You're so remarkable with your achievements and so dependable. Who wouldn't shower you with compliments when they meet you? Hanging out with a prodigy like you can put a lot of pressure on the rest of us kids.
In other words, you're glad I moved away.
Sensing the playful tone in his voice, I use this opportunity to grab his chin. I don't use a lot of force, but it's enough to move his head towards me. But that prodigy still ended up in the palm of my hand. I can mess around with him now.
You thought I didn't like you when we were children. Is this true?
Yeah, you didn't know back then?
I remember... At the time, we went to the aquarium together, and you bought a sorbet there. The sorbet had food coloring in it. As you ate it, you grinned at me, and your whole mouth was orange. It was an amusing sight, but I turned my head away.
Why?
I also asked myself the same question. I'm not a timid person, honestly speaking. But back then, as I stood next to you, I always wanted to say something interesting. There were a few times when I finally figured out what to say, but you had already left.
I thought you were just a quiet kid, like one of those wind-up toys that needed a few turns before you could speak. I still felt that way when you gave me the little seal. I always thought it wouldn't be long before we could hang out again.
Being with you always led to unexpected things. It made me very happy every time.
I poke his face. You're not talking about things like a seal throwing an ice chunk at me, right?
Well, that is certainly one of them.
He holds my hand with a gentle grip.
If I had known we would be separated for years after that day, I would have made more happy memories with you. Even if it was just going to the aquarium, the amusement park, or anywhere else one more time.
He sealed away those unspoken secrets. It's like he placed them in an envelope with no stamp. And that unsent envelope rests in a drawer. It gradually yellowed as time passed. Do you still have those regrets even now?
Fortunately, all of them remain in the past. We grew up safely.
My heart feels tight and heavy. I hug him and he freezes for a moment before leaning down to hug me back.
But now, I want to express my gratitude for fate. If there truly is a God who determines one's destiny in this world, I want to believe I've been blessed by that individual.
Aww. But I feel like Destiny owes you so much more. With his chin resting on my shoulder, he shakes his head.
I can't be too greedy.
A birthday boy is allowed to be greedier than usual.
I'm already greedy with looking forward to the birthday gift you prepared.
His warm breath tickles my ear. Looks like someone, while not saying anything, has been thinking about his birthday gift this whole time.
Of course. It's only now that I realize my heart desires a lot of things.
When that familiar floral fragrance reaches me again, I recognize it. It's the scent of osmanthus flowers. Before heading back to my room, I secretly placed a handwritten birthday voucher beside Zayne's pillow. It instructs him to head to a food truck near the villa tomorrow morning. A stranger eagerly awaits, wanting to be the first one to offer their heartfelt blessing on his birthday. Aww, she's so thoughtful. The morning sun rises in autumn, its light filtering through the trees, shadows, and bathing the forest in a pure golden hue. I cannot read right now. A small sign next to the food truck reads, open from 6 to 8 a.m. for Zayne. That's cute. Aww.
Good morning.
Good morning, my love. You're here early,
I happened to
sir.
wake up early and found a birthday voucher beside my pillow. It said that someone who's celebrating his birthday could claim a gift here. I'd like to see what the stall owner prepared.
The gift isn't ready yet, but I prepared something else.
Is this another one of your little tricks?
Don't wipe it off. This is an important birthday blessing.
Your hand behind your back. Is it holding another important blessing?
Are you going to refuse my blessing?
I already used my birthday voucher. I'll take whatever you have.
Hold on. He's so pretty. I gotta get that. Okay.
What an important blessing. I must share it with you.
Oh. Give me a moment, sir. Your birthday present is ready. Aw, here's your special birthday cookie. The stall owner put in a lot of effort for it.
Considering the stall owner's exceptional baking skills, is one enough?
Aw. I haven't added the frosting yet.
I like it as it is. Thank you. The falling osmanthus flowers are beautiful. Thank you for bringing me out here to relax.
He's so beautiful. I can't. Okay.
After this surprise, would the stall owner like to join me in viewing the flowers?
Hold on, there's another
Which
very
is?
important gift. Or surprise, whatever she said. Aww. Oh, how cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, how adorable is that? Happy birthday, Mr. Zayne. Falling osmanthus flowers fields part of the sky. Zayne and I strolled through the woods and admired the beautiful blossoms. That was so pretty. That was so beautiful. Dr. Zayne, would you say your whetted appetite has been satisfied today?
With blessings that remain in effect for a year, how could I not be satisfied?
Did you actually believe that when you were a kid?
I don't remember. After all, the first stranger I met isn't the person who's next to me right now.
Aww. He turned his head, a gentle smile on his face.
But I'll believe it today, and continue to do so in the future.
The autumn breeze rustles the trees and showers us with golden osmanthus flowers. But I'm still not satisfied. If we grew up together, I would have celebrated over a dozen birthdays with you, just like today.
In that case, I would have probably had a special box to keep all those presents from you.
Aw. Children tend to give stickers and pens. A box would be too big.
But there would have been more birthday presents in the future. How do you know whether they could fill the box or not?
Oh my god. He's so adorable. The gentler his expression becomes, the more I want to make up for a certain regret. If only you hadn't moved.
If I didn't, would you visit me more often?
Yes, we could hang out together. I knock on your door like always and then ask if you're home and if you wanted to hang out.
Then I would have said there were fireworks at the beach and asked if you wanted to go.
I would have followed you all the way there, holding your sleeve because I'm afraid of getting lost. There would be a wet spot on your clothes because of my sweaty hand.
In that case, I would have suggested we hold hands.
This is
if you were
so
okay
cute.
with it.
Not them trying to reenact their childhood and rewrite it. He takes my hand without hesitation. I intertwine my fingers with his.
Then under the moon of that night, I'd look at my shadow for a long time on my way home. My heart would keep beating faster than usual. Anxiety, joy, regret. I'd feel all of those and think that I should have asked you in person if you were happy. If you said yes, maybe I could continue asking you to play with me.
Enveloped by the osmanthus flowers' sweet scent, we stop in our tracks at the same time and lock eyes. Then I'd ask, choosing my words carefully, that you don't date other people for a while because I would be an adult soon.
I would have circled your birthday on a calendar then.
And once we were adults, I'd wait for you to ask me out to dinner or a movie, like how grown-ups do.
Before that, I would have seen the first snowfall of the year with you.
Oh my god, this is so romantic. What? Would you confess your feelings at that time?
What do you think?
And then it'll be your birthday. After celebrating with me and some close friends, you asked me on the balcony if you had moved away with your parents as a kid, would we have ever seen each other again? In this world of gold that we're in, he stands and smiles at me.
How would you answer that question?
I'll say that you'll meet those who you're destined to meet. He leans down to hug me, as in a form of confirmation.
Fortunately, we grew up.
You grew up into Dr. Zayne and Mr. Zayne.
But for one person in particular, I'm just Zayne.
Happy birthday, Zayne. I hope every year in the future brings you happiness.
And they say making a wish on your birthday has a greater chance of coming true, correct? I just made one.
You can't say all of your wishes out loud. They won't come true.
All right. I'll share the wish that's destined to happen. I wished that in the years to come, I won't have to imagine spending every day of my life with someone.
He slightly shifts away from my shoulder, turning his head to meet my gaze. Sparkling in his eyes is a gentle mischief.
You must be curious. Who could I possibly be referring to?
Oh. Oh. My heart. Oh, my heart. Oh my God. That was so beautiful. That was a really good card. That was a good memory. Oh my God. Look at them. They're destined to be with each other forever. Man, that was really good. But yep, that's it. That is Eternal Attachment, Zayne's birthday card. I hope you all enjoyed it. Give this video a like if you did, and if you're new to this channel and you really like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you like Love and Deepspace content, I will be posting more here on my channel. And like I said before at the beginning of the video, if you are on TikTok, be sure to follow my TikTok account so you will not miss the lives, all the fun that we have over there. And yeah, that's it. I will see you guys soon, and happy birthday to our man Zayne. Forever 27. All right, bye guys.